Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mindful 24. My name is Israel, who is always your host, or will I say for now, your host on the Mindful 24 show podcast. I am very excited and I'm excited to be here. And I want to say thank you for everyone who has always showed up to watch content from the Mindful 24. You actually energize us and keep us going in any sense. I really want to say I'm grateful. Today we're here today and we are going to be dropping a big one. Usually I would drop content either maybe based on inspiration, but today I would be dropping a content based on my views, or will I say the views of other people on particular issues. So I would want to give a background to this so that you would actually understand where I'm going to and what I would be speaking to or speaking on today. So just stick with me as we go through the background. I'm not going to make it I won't make it so long. The background will be very short so that we'll be able to move into why we're here and be able to analyze a couple of issues. Okay, firstly, I was having a chat with someone, and a male particularly, and we're just talking about basic things and a couple of life challenges and many more. And I was just perplexed at the fact that I discovered from the conversation of this male of his confusion about women. I would say I was perplexed because maybe I'm not in his shoes, or will I say I've grown past that stage? Yes. But if I was to reverse my years and just look at where he is and put myself in his shoes, if I was to reverse my years, I would not be perplexed. I would think maybe he's stupid, in the sense that I'll be like, oh, that's not really an important topic for me to actually focus on in my life. That was not really something that I really care about, like the complexities of women. But here and now today, because I am a straight individual, it's very important that this conversation is had, and that we have this conversation. And like I said, I was perplexed as to his confusion about the complex nature of women. And I began to explain to him of the fact that, hey, it's not just you alone that goes through this thing. A couple of people go through this thing. I went through this thing. And I know some few who are also going through this thing. So just so you're aware, if you're a man, if you're a male, and you're going through that confusion of the complex natures of women, well, this is where you should belong, or this is what you should be listening to at this point in time. So, what will I title this topic or this conversation today? I would title this conversation as perspectives. Perspectives. Everything, or will I say most things in this life, are complex. Including me as an individual, I'm a complex person. You as a male, you're a complex person. Going out to work, your work could be a complex kind of work. Let's say you were an IT guy or some media guy, or even a bricklayer. Yeah, or maybe a builder, or even an orator. Your job is complex, and those skills are complex. And so it shouldn't surprise you that the woman or the female nature is complex and it confuses you. Yes, because we learn everything, but we never try to learn the female nature. And I know, having said learning the female nature, some people will be asking, what do you mean by that? Learn what female nature? Who has that time? Why should I learn the female nature? Well, you should learn the female nature if you are straight. If you're going to work with women, if you're going to get married, if you're going to have a girlfriend, if you're going to do business with women, if you're going to live with your mother at one point in time or the other, if you're going to have sisters, if you're going to have friends as females, then you should learn the female nature. Very, very important. And that is where part of what we'll be discussing, but I would not be going into the nitty-gritties of what the female nature entails. No, I won't be going into that. I will just stick with my topic, which is perspective. And we all see things from different perspectives, different lenses. And it's very important that you are looking at something from the right lens, the right perspective. Or else you become a victim of circumstances to that thing which you are trying to figure out, or that thing which you are trying to engage with. Yes, you become a victim of it. I've been a victim of it many times. It's not a sweet experience, but like I said, perspective matters. I'll give you another background example. Something happened in the year 2018, 2019 in my life. And that event, or will I say during that event, or at the tail end of that event, or when that event happened, I had many choices. I had the choice to either be the most ignorant person on planet Earth, in the whole universe. That is, it's just the same thing. That kind of statement. That shows you're one of the ignorant people on planet Earth. It's just the same thing. Yeah, I had the choice to be that. I had a choice to also be a person who would say, it's their fault. Yeah, I had a choice to be that person who say it's their fault. I also had a choice to say, oh, there's going to be a better one tomorrow. Just hopeful. Yeah, I had a choice. And don't get me wrong, it's good to be hopeful. I can be hopeful sometimes. Yeah, but in this context, you don't need to be hopeful. You just need to learn. So I had a choice to be that. I had a choice to be, you know what? I'm going to be as evil as anything. Or will I say, a rogue as anything? Yes, I'll use the word evil, yeah. Bad or whatever, or wicked, whatever you may call it here. Or will I say unnice as anything to the female gender. But you know what perspective I took after, or I decided to take, or to pick up, or to choose? It was a perspective of, there is a solution to this. Yes. And that drove me to look for information. Funny enough, the information, when I began getting information, the information I sought after, or will I say that I would now be thankful to God and to the writers of that information. The information was just with a friend of mine, a close friend of mine. And he just gave me that information, that those resources, and that was how my journey began. The journey of looking at women from the right lens. Yes, the perspective, the right perspective. I know some of you would be saying, or you can't understand women. Yeah, you keep saying that every time, and you keep making the same mistakes. Yeah. At least the good thing is, I don't say that. I put my learning to practice, and I see, oh, this one worked, this one did not work. Okay, could it be that this one could work some other time? I tried again, it still doesn't work. And some people still would not learn, but myself, I'm learning every day. And so I know that information would not be useful at this point in time, or may not be necessary at this point in time. Doesn't mean it's completely bad because it did not work out. Because I am trying to see that my perspective through which I see the female gender is the right perspective. And I see that because there is a wrong perspective in which we see the female, or many males see the female gender, there is a high level of hatred, dislike. And I know my words, and I'm choosing my words rightly. A high level of hatred, dislike, and mistakes going on among the males, or the male gender, towards the female. A high level of mistake. Can it be gotten right? Yes. How can it be gotten right? Well, if you're willing to get the right perspective, then that's a good journey. Also, I could be of a little bit of support and help to you if you wish. But that's up to you to decide, and you can send me a message or comment, and we could actually start that journey together. Am I where I want to be? No. Have I crossed different bridges to where I'm going to? Yes. And I'm certain I've crossed different bridges. I've crossed different paths. And I'm on the right direction. So it's basically up to you. So back to what we were saying, perspective about female. The female nature is complex, yes. And I know some female will be like, who are you to be teaching or talking about or having a conversation about females? Well, I'm just a man who every female nature came out of. Oh, it depends on what evolutionary story you believe. But if you understand my language, then you know what I'm talking about. Do I disrespect women? No. And I do not approve of men disrespecting women in any sense. But like I said, the female nature is complex, yes, and that is true. But going about disliking and thinking they are all stupid, or maybe they do not gel along with you, they don't flow along with you just because they have not accepted you or refused to engage with you, doesn't mean that you should dislike them or you should hate them. And it doesn't mean that they cannot be understood. They can be understood. 100% they can be understood. Yes. So perspective is a very big thing, and you must be careful what your perspective is about females. Check yourself. You've had heartbreaks? Yes, I understand. You've had disappointment? Yes, I understand. You've been stood up by a female? Yes, I understand. But you should not have a wrong perspective about it. There is a way. There's a solution to a problem like this. And you can get it. I was having a conversation with some older males one time. And funny enough, I was talking with them and I was just saying jokingly, I was like, I said some females, what was I saying? I think I was saying something like some females, they complain that, oh, the man is not doing anything, that she's the one doing the dishes and stuff like that. And I said, do you realize that when you come into the house as a male, let's say from work, or maybe you and your partner goes to work and then she comes in before you and you come in later and you find her in the kitchen. And I said something. I said, you don't necessarily have to join her doing the kitchen stuff. No, you don't necessarily have to. But just being present and having a conversation and just in with her already makes her feel like you are actually part of what she's doing in that kitchen. Yeah. And I'm not saying this because I heard it from somewhere. Everything I tell you is an experience, is a learning from observation, things that happen, and even personal life. So it's very, very important, like I said, that you look at things from the right perspective, or else it becomes a problem for you. Thank you for watching The Mindful 24. I'm really excited that you watched to this point. I know we took a bit longer time, 17 minutes. Pardon me for that. I hope to do better next time. Thank you for watching The Mindful 24. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. I like you.